Man, I don't even know where to start with this video, man. Like I've been pissed off. Like I've been really pissed off. I just really don't know what to say. It's really like the same old stuff happens. So I'm not really surprised by anything, but I was shocked, man. So first thing first, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. No matter how you felt about the man's opinions or how you felt about him, for some reason, you didn't know him, and I guarantee you the shooter didn't know him either. Rest in peace to that man. He did some good work. I mean, great work as far as going and having civil discourse with people and, civil discussions, conversations. That's it. That's all he did. He wasn't going around hurting people, shooting people, slapping people, fighting people. He just wanted to basically gather the thoughts of the people. Where were people's minds at? Where was he wrong? You know, I don't know. That's basically all I saw out of him is civil discourse, good conversations on important topics. Um, yeah, I think I've gotten all my anger out yesterday. Like when I seen that, it's just like it's like one of those feelings. It's like one of those feelings when you see somebody, you watch them on TV the whole time, and then you just like somebody just filming, like their whole life is on the camera, basically, even the end. You know what I'm saying? And it's just there for everybody to see. It's hurtful, bro. It's crazy. I hope I don't go out like that. Just everybody, like it's thousands of people just watching, millions of people now. His family has to see that, bro. His family has to see that. Two little kids. Who are these people? How can people just do this to others? Especially when they're not harming anybody. Wasn't a harmful guy. Seemed like a good Christian man. Um, stood firm on his convictions and his moral values. You know, his beliefs. He was able to change his mind about certain things. He was able to change a lot of people's minds about other things. And I think that's really what it boils down to is freedom of speech ain't so free. You know, um, they hate it. They hate it when you're making too many good points and saying so much truth in this world. So you really have to be careful out there. All my free thinkers and all of my logical people, intelligent people. Sometimes you can be too intelligent for your own good. It's not a knock on him, but I'm saying like in this world, and I'm still gonna do what I do regardless. But I'm saying if y'all really, you know, have a lot to live for and y'all love your lives, just be careful out here. That's all I'm saying. Because there's certain people that want to kill us. There's people that obviously we see it all the time. People want to kill us. People want to get rid of us. Because they're trying to twist and contort the minds of the masses nowadays, and it's been working. Men believe they women, women believe they men. They teaching children, they poison the well. They poisoning the well. They're poisoning the minds of the children so that the next generations can be frail, weak, and more compliant and malleable, moldable, groomable. You know what I'm saying? They're just a bunch of groomers. This is a groomer generation, bro. And that's what this social media is doing, is brain rot. People don't even have just good things to do anymore. The good people seem so far and few in between. It's just sad, and you see things like this all the time, like the mass shootings, and even that happened yesterday. It's been happening. Um, Bombings and things like that, war. I don't know, man. I don't know about humanity. I'm losing faith day by day. But then you see the children and they just give me hope, but it also makes me sad and angry at the same time because they have to be in this world and they have to see these things. No warnings. There's things that happen that children shouldn't see. But the ones that have seen it, hopefully it makes them more firm and resolute. And hopefully this tragedy, really, I know they say like the word tragedy is overused, but this was a tragedy as far as losing an intellectual and a like-minded individual that was just trying to teach. You know, Hopefully this makes the world realize and open up their eyes and start realizing things. Hopefully this sparks the brains that will carry this generation, this world into the next phase, and hopefully it's a good phase. That's all I hope for. You know, I was gonna make this an angry video, but no, I'm gonna make this a logical, concise video that's just speaking on what needs to be spoken on. You know, and I'm definitely gonna do my part to carry on what Charlie Kirk was doing. Somebody want to take their shot, they can take their shot. I'm gonna do what I do. You know, I'm always gonna speak the truth. I'm never gonna be molded into what y'all want me to be, or what that community wants me to be, or what that government wants me to be. I'm not gonna be what you want me to be, ever. So this is just a bold, defiant stance on my part. I'm stomping down, and I'm telling you, you could take out one of us, you could take out a few of us. You ain't gonna ever take out all of us, because there's too many of us. Too many of us. And you really didn't even take Charlie out yesterday. You really didn't. His message is still there, and you just made more people go and watch his message and receive his message and receive what he was saying, and to hopefully understand it in a better light now. What he was saying was the truth. You may have not liked the way he said it, or I don't even know what was wrong with the way he said it, but it may have hurt you because you were following a certain lifestyle or agenda, or you had a certain belief set or system for some reason. And it hurts your feelings whenever somebody is telling you the truth, because you know deep down it's like it makes sense. And it's hard for some people to really just switch up at the snap of a finger. Just, oh, man, what he said, it actually made sense. I'm not a woman. I'm a man. I was born with a penis and 2 testicles. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, I'm not a man. I'm a woman, aka a female. I was born with 2 breasts, mammalian glands, and ovaries, and a vagina, and stuff like that. And estrogen high. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna speak for everybody. Some people's estrogen ain't, just like men. Sometimes testosterone ain't high, but okay, we're not talking about anomalies. We're not talking about outliers or extracurricular things. We're talking about facts, and that's all he said. That's all he was talking about. He had his opinions on abortion and all that. He never said, it doesn't matter what he said, but he never said like, oh, everybody that gets abortions, they should die, and they're wrong, and they're horrible. He was just saying, I hope that abortions someday stop. I hope you have other options, like that you think about the other options available to you. It's sad. I believe in life. I'm pro-life. I have 2 little kids. Took him away from his 2 little kids over opinions, bro. It's crazy. What could this man have said that would make somebody want to go out and do that in the worst possible way, in the worst possible venue, the worst possible thing? You know, man was 31 years old. I'm not too far away from that age myself. I just can't believe it, man. I really can't believe it. I've been shook up about this, like, since I seen it. Like, I went into Planet Fitness on a break at my job, at work, look up at the screen. I'm like, wait, what? It didn't register at first. I'm like, wait, what? Man, I was watching this man's, conversations on college campuses. I was watching the, what is that little channel where they sit around, like 20 conservatives versus 1 Democrat, or 1 conservative versus 20 or 30 Democrats, whatever, Jubilee or whatever. I watched that, man. The man was not rude. If anything, the other side was rude, even when he was being civil and elegant and very articulate, very fair, just. That's unjust, man. You censored somebody in real time just because. And they were speaking on the point that you just proved. They were speaking on it. The mass shootings and gun violence and stuff. It's not the guns. It's the people holding the guns. And we need to have stricter regulations in place for this. We need to have security checkpoints, better security checkpoints. People need to take their job seriously. We need to really ensure that the wrong people aren't getting the guns and the weapons. And the good guys need to protect themselves, because the bad guys will always find a way to get a gun regardless. But we need to have stricter regulations in place, and we definitely need to do better as a people. And rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Rest in peace to all the victims of gun violence. Thank you, Charlie Kirk, for all the work that you did, and we're going to continue the work that you started. You were a blueprint. We're going to follow it. You laid a great foundation, and I'm going to keep following that foundation. And stay safe. James Klug, Officer Tatum, Peter Boggs Hossian, and the guy with the Chris in the sign. Stay safe, all of y'all. I hope all of y'all stay safe. Steven Crowder, everybody that does this type of work, stay safe, y'all, and just keep it up, man. Don't let nobody run y'all off. Hey, we gotta die for what we believe in sometimes, and it's rough, you know. They want to kill us, but we have to die for what we believe in. We have to, if that's the only way. But we can't let anybody scare us off or run us off from our course. You know, I'm going to continue to speak the truth. You can go back through all my videos. I speak my mind and I say what I want. And I say how I'm feeling at that point in time. And I mean it. And I'm not deleting anything. And I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going forward until the day I can't anymore. You won't take us all out. You can take a few of us out, a handful of us out. You can take thousands of us out even. You're never going to get rid of all of us. Hey, we're going to keep on climbing back up the bowl. We're going to keep on climbing back up. We're going to keep on coming up out of nowhere, cropping up. You're going to be like, man, where'd this guy come from? Where'd this girl come from? Where'd this woman come from? Where'd this man come from? You know what I'm saying? Where did these people come from? Oh, this group, that group. You know what I'm saying? It's always a new group formed. There's always new people that come up out of the woodworks. And that's what we're going to continue to do. You know, and yeah, mark my words. You sparked something. You sparked something yesterday. And not just in my mind, but a lot of people's minds. Just look at the outrage on social media. Even people are turning from liberal and democratic, like radical Democrats are turning right now. Like, this makes no sense, bro. Because that realization of a person losing their lives over words, bro. It's words. I don't care what anybody says. They can say, yo, black ass deserve to be back in slavery. They don't deserve to die. That's an opinion. They're entitled to it. Don't touch me, though. Leave me alone. If you don't like me, stay over. But yeah, man, people got to learn, stop being so sensitive and just get their minds right. And people need help. And I hope they find the killer and bring that person to justice, or killers, whoever was involved, bring them to justice. And just please give us justice. At least this one time. We need justice all the time, but at least for this one time, we need justice for Charlie Kirk and his family, his two little just beautiful children. Beautiful children. In the last video, man, that tore my heart up, man. He was a young father for his wife, for his parents, for his family, everybody who cared about him. My thoughts and deepest condolences, sincerest condolences go out to y'all. And just know that he was doing great work. He did great work, and his memory will never die. And his lessons will never die. They'll always be here for y'all to go back and watch. And this doesn't stain anything on him. This is not on him at all. This is not a stain on him. This is a stain on whoever, that human stain of crap that took him out. I'm trying to be PG. I really feel a certain type of way about this, and I'm just trying my best to remain elegant, keep the etiquette, because I'm not going to be like them. You know, yesterday I was like, oh, it's war, this and that. This means war. You took out a good man, just one of us, you know, but his legacy remains intact. This isn't a stain on him. You can go back and watch those videos. They remain just as relevant now, and they'll always remain relevant in the future. And that's a fact. That'll be 100 years from now. They're gonna still be relevant if we all still here, hopefully. But yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Please bring us justice. Find that sack of crap. Find that horrible, degenerate, deluded, delusional, evil, I don't even know. I'm not a human being. Taking out other human beings is crazy, bro. Like, over words. But rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Thank you for all you did. My deepest, sincerest condolences go out to his family, friends, anybody who cared about him. We lost a great man. We've lost many great people. Rest in peace to all the people who have passed away due to. And let's just keep, getting better as a people. Let's just stand strong together, because united we stand, but divided we fall. They can't divide all of us. This can't keep happening. So let's just do better as a people. Let's get better security in schools and places where there's mass amounts of people. We need better security checkpoints. We need better security checks. In general, we need more security. We need more security. We need more security. And we need more restrictions on guns. We need more restrictions on who is able to carry guns and who's allowed to buy or purchase a gun. We need age restrictions. We need mental evaluations. We definitely need to crack down on that in this country. Definitely. Other countries are good on that. Britain, they barely even have guns. There's knife attacks, but people are always going to find a way. The bad guys are always going to find a way, but one thing after another. One thing, one step at a time. that's all I can say. I'm really just shaking up. I don't know how much longer, I can make this video, but the foundation of it all is rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Thank you for what you did. My deepest, sincerest condolences go out to his family, friends, anybody who cared about him. Let's continue in his memory. Let's continue getting better and getting more knowledgeable and better at agreeing to disagree, better at understanding, seeking to understand one another rather than being angry and upset at one another and being hateful. Let's just get better at that, okay? Please. Just get better at that. Get help. If you want to hurt somebody, if you ever think about hurting somebody over an opinion or their expressions or the way they say things or just words, bro, just words. If you ever think about that, get help. If you ever think to even just kill somebody, you go out and buy a gun and you know what I'm saying? It's baffling to me. I could never, somebody I don't even know, man. Somebody I don't even know. Obviously, man, it's just horrible. But yeah, going on long enough.